Hi everyone, I'm Yasha, and welcome to the second episode of Election Scoop. Today we'll be covering a very important special election held in the United States. The primary runoff for the U.S. Senate seat from Alabama. Yes, it's a mouthful. Alabama is the state with the world's longest constitution, 44 times longer than America's. Senator Jeff Sessions' resignation to become President Donald Trump's Attorney General is a story in and of its own. When Sessions resigned, Governor Robert Bentley initially put the election date on the same day as the 2018 general elections. But after Bentley resigned due to a scandal, the new governor, Kay Ivey, pushed the date back to December 12th, with primaries on August 15th. In the most recent election for this seat, in 2012, Senator Jeff Sessions won re-election with 97% of the votes unopposed, making him the most recent senator to win unopposed, which in these days is a rarity in any federal election, let alone a statewide one. I guess no one really felt like running against him. But this special election is very contested. On the GOP side, which is heavily favored in Alabama federal and state elections, the temporary incumbent Senator Luther Strange and former Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore will face off in a runoff on September 26th. The two were forced into a runoff after defeating the other major GOP competitor, Congressman Mo Brooks. Incumbent Luther Strange, who is Alabama's former Attorney General, is defending his seat from Moore. Strange, at 6'9", is the tallest senator in U.S. history, but it doesn't look like it's doing him any favors. Despite endorsements from President Trump and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and spending more than 30 times more than his opponent's campaign, Strange is usually shown as trailing Moore by anywhere from 2 to 18 points. However, most polls show no candidate with a majority, and there are a good chunk of undecideds out there. Strange's opponent, Moore, is the infamous former Alabama Chief Justice. He was suspended from the court last year for encouraging county clerks to refuse licenses to same-sex couples, and now he has been pursuing a career in Washington. Although his anti-DC narrative has estranged many of his possible colleagues in Washington, it has earned him considerable popular support, and he carried 60 of Alabama's 67 counties in the initial vote. Moore has also netted endorsements from former Alabama Governor F.O.B. James, a Democrat turned Republican, Duck Dynasty patriarch Phil Robertson, and even Chuck Norris. On the Democratic side, Doug Jones, a former U.S. attorney who, while in office, secured convictions for the 16th Street Baptist church bombings, got more than the 50% threshold and avoided the runoff election entirely. His nearest opponent, Robert Kennedy, a U.S. Navy veteran, no relation to the famous Kennedy family, was actually expected to do better than the 17% of the vote he got. But a last-minute endorsement of Jones from Joe Biden, as well as Alabama's only Democratic representative, Terry Sewell, may have helped Kennedy's loss. So that's the state of the election that's going to be happening in Alabama. As I mentioned before, the GOP primary runoff between Moore and Strange will be on September 26th, and the winner will face Jones, the Democrat, on General Election Day, which is December 12th. So thanks for watching, and remember, don't forget to vote.